Alright guys, today I'm going to build my best Blue Lock U20 starting 11 using the top 23 players from the Neo Egoist League. I'll explain my choices throughout, so sit back and enjoy. Before we begin, let's establish our formation. I have chosen an offensive 3-4-3 lineup as it best optimizes the offensive capabilities of our team whilst allowing us to effectively respond to transitions in play. The starting formation is shown on the left, whilst on the right we have the formation that best describes each player's attacking position. So now that you know how we're lining up, let's get into who's actually going to be a part of my starting 11. Okay, so starting at the back, for the goalkeeper we have Gagamaru. This choice is self-explanatory. Throughout the NEL, Gagamaru is the only goalkeeper who demonstrated their ability to make saves on a regular basis, whilst the alternative option, Fukaku, has done nothing. To be honest, I'm still wondering how he made it this far, but I digress. So next, for the centre-back pairing, I've gone with Oliver Aiku as the right centre-back and Iki Nico on the left. Aiku has been chosen because he is the most well-rounded choice and has also been foreshadowed to remain as the captain for the U20 Japan team, so he must play. So the reason for selecting Nico over other options such as Aryu, Raichi and Naoki Nagami is due to consistency. After rereading the Ubers match, I truly realised how underrated Nico is. Just in that game alone, he was the first on Ubers to unlock Metavision and had more defensive feats than his centre-back partners. To be honest, I'm still not sure why he has the lowest bid out of the Ubers defence. At the very least, he should have a higher bid than Aryu. Also, Aryu is just a boring character with a lack of development, similar to Tokimitsu. Nico actually has a direct connection to Isagi and thus is more likely to receive development as Blue Lock's youngest player, so I feel as though he's the best choice to complete our centre-back pairing. So next, bridging the defence with the midfield, I have decided to play Tabito Karasu as a defensive midfielder who can also transition into a centre-back when defending. Karasu most recently unlocked Metavision during the PXG match and consistently has shown that he can operate as an effective box-to-box midfielder. Karasu is actually a great choice for build-up play, but also has strong defensive capabilities, which will add extra stability to the backline, which is why I believe he is a great choice and quite mandatory, especially when you consider how useful of a player he is, not to mention the great levels of leadership he showed in both the U20 match as well as the PXG match, for example when he coordinated the defensive effort against Flow State Sai, and another example being his supporting of the attack when Shido first linked up with Rin. Moving on to the core midfielders, I've chosen Hiyori and Ryo as the two central midfielders in the base 3-4-3 shape. Both Hiyori and Ryo have shown a playmaking ability that's simply too good to leave out. Hiyori is like a next generation Itoshi Sai, possessing an amazing passing ability as well as Metavision. Ryo also possesses Metavision and is the most well-rounded player in the facility. When we shift into attack, I push Ryo higher into the cam role. Ryo's copy chameleon style makes him perfect for the advanced playmaker role. Ryo's been growing a lot recently and I really believe this will be a great tournament for him. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryo is a top 5 player by the end of the arc. Okay, so next on the left side of the midfield we have Chigiri Hiyoma. The fastest player in the facility must be on the team, and I believe he is best utilised on the left, where his speed can be used to add width to our play. I believe the left midfield position allows Chigiri to blitz down the wing and send crosses in for our forwards, whilst also giving access to his golden formula zone, where he can use the 44-degree Panther snipe. For the right midfield position, I've gone with the monster Bachira Meguru. Bachira is easily the most underrated member of the current top 5. I believe the creativity which he can provide to our team is what will create many goal scoring chances from zero. The Jenga X monster dribbling and the high level of passing he has consistently shown also makes him a must-have for our starting 11. And finally, the long-awaited attacking trio. Starting with the pure striker, I have gone with Shido Ryusei. The number 3, who many are overlooking, is a great offensive pick, as Shido is different to every other attacker Blue Lock has to offer. His instinct-driven, and what makes him a great choice is his easy flow access, as what we saw in the Barca Munich vs PXG match. He was able to tap into flow and make a chemical reaction with Charles in the early minutes of the game to score a flying header. Shido can operate as a poacher, drawing the attention of defenders, and also has been shown to be able to connect with our second attacker, Isagi Yoichi, who we will play in the right centre-forward position. Isagi is an all-round goal and assist machine, with 8 goal contributions during the Neo Egoist League. Isagi is a must-pick. He's constantly evolving, and I'm confident he will establish himself as Japan's number 1 by the end of this arc. Not only is he a dangerous scorer, but his football IQ and vision make him a perfect link-up player. supporting the attack and dropping back to help the midfield and defence when needed. Placing Isagi on the right side is ideal because he can connect so well with everyone around him. Hiyori and Bachara in the midfield, and of course Shido up top, who can pass by the way. And finally, to complete the attack, I've gone with Itoshi Rin as the left centre forward. As the number 1 player in every arc since introduction, this pick is easy. My only initial concern for Rin was if Destroyer mode would negatively impact the team, but as we have seen in chapter 305, Rin is learning to better regulate his emotions, so we can anticipate the positive elements of Water Rin, like his intelligence and analytical ability, to be merged with the physical elements of Destroyer Rin, like his physically dominant side is what I'm speaking about. Rin is selected over Barrow because I think he is a better rival to Isagi. This is relevant as a stronger rival to Isagi will cause Isagi to develop more as a player, and so the team will become stronger overall as Isagi positively improves the performance of those players around him. I choose Rin as the final striker, who can carry the attack and take charge when the team needs it the most. So thanks for listening. If you made it this far, that's my starting 11 for the U20 World Cup. If you would change anything to improve this team further, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. So good.